I would like to start basically straight away by asking a gentleman who probably needs no introduction, Mr. Sergey Lebed, how he is feeling ahead of this race. He's going for number 10 title, and how are you feeling, and who do you think your main competitors are, your main rivals are tomorrow? So, Sergey, please take the microphone.
Hello. Thank you for everything. I was yesterday for waiting maybe my 10 victory, but I don't know, because with the problem in November, by the place when we prepare, I lost much snow and very cold. I come back home and 1 month later, no the low altitude, and now tomorrow which my form now. I remember this race 12 years ago, but this little bit change course, because 12 years ago too much money, I remember. Now it's not money. I wait Gucci.
Now I'd like to ask Sonia Roman, how are you feeling? You're competing on home turf tomorrow, so what are your expectations for tomorrow?
Yes, actually I'm happy to start tomorrow because I'm coming back after injury, so and I'm also happy that they changed the course, because I was competing already 12 years ago here in Velenje, and it was really hard course, and I think the course tomorrow is much easier. I hope it will be no rain, and for me, like middle distance runner is great course because it's flat, it's not muddy, so I will do of course my best, and I think that also other athletes from the other teams they like the course. The response are very positive, so of course I will do my best, and because with Velenje I start my preparation for the Olympics in London.
And Boston, how are you feeling? You've had a very good season so far. You did a good performance in Darmstadt, I think, a few weeks ago, so please share with the crowd how you're feeling.
Yes. Hello everyone. I must say that, like the president said before, that the cross country is the base of from every runner, from 800 to marathon, and so I'm taking this cross country for preparation for next year's Olympics to run good at the cross country, and then have strength and toughness for steeplechase, because we know that steeplechase we can compare it a little bit with cross country. You need to be on cross. At steeplechase you need to be strong. So I'm just taking it for good preparation to see what other competitors now can do. There are a lot of steeplechasers here from Belgium, from Germany. There are 2 steeplechasers, and my goal is next year to be in the final at the Olympic Games. I already achieved the limit for the next year's Olympics, so let's see. I think, like Sonia said, it won't be tough. I think it will be tough because everybody will run faster, so it will be tougher from that side.
Stephanie, what are your feelings ahead of the under-23 race tomorrow?
Hi, I'm really super excited about racing again. It's going to be my first return to international competition since I've had a really tough year, breaking my leg on February 13th. So I'm really happy to be wearing the GB kit again, to be part of a really strong team, because for me, my cross-country season has been the bread and butter of my athletics. Doing this event for a junior, it is like Rosh was mentioning, kind of like just building strength and a big aerobic base ahead of the summer season. So I'm really excited about racing. I think the under-23 race looks a good event domestically, just from Britain itself. So it's going to be fun, and I just checked out the course, and with the nature of my injury, I think the flat, firm ground is going to help, so I'm looking forward to it.
And Gesa, you've had a fantastic year so far. European Junior Gold, a European Junior record. Are you feeling in good shape, and what are your expectations for tomorrow?
Yeah, my year was very awesome. There were a lot of very new influences for me and very new experiences, and Yeah, I think that's my first very big competition after the World Championship. But my practice have been pretty good, and I think I'm in a good shape, and I want to do my best tomorrow. I know about my competitors; they all are, I think, in a good shape, and yeah. But I'm very excited about running tomorrow, and it's a step on my way to the Olympics, and yeah, I want to perform good, and I want to do my best, and I'll see what happens, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kesa. And so I'd like to open the floor to any questions. I'm sure you have a few questions for our athletes here, so if you do, please raise your hand, and we'll bring the microphone over to you.
Sergey, I mean, you've been competing in every single European cross-country championships. Realistically, joking aside, how long do you think you're going to be able to continue being on the start line? 2, 3, 4 years? And you're the only Ukrainian in the team this time. They sort of seem to just say, okay, it's winter again, let's send Sergey off to the SPAR European cross-country championships.
I very like run European cross-country championship because for me this is good period. I every time 2-3 months hard training after start winter season every time December. And me very like run every time my first competition European championship, and I like run European cross-country championship. But for next year, next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I don't know. I good shape I run, but I think not good, I maybe not run.
Very quick follow-up. What's your plans for next year? You've in the past sometimes talked about the marathon. You've moved away from that idea. What are you doing in 2012?
For 2012, I'm waiting good levels for minimum for Olympic Games 5,000 meters, and after 2012, maybe 80-90%. 2013 maybe is test run marathon maybe, but because this little bit change preparation, change everything.
Question for Bosjan. Bosjan, I heard a story that you like to run with a piece of apple in your mouth. I wondered if you could tell us about that. And then, do any of the others have any idiosyncrasies that they would like to share?
I would like first to ask you who told you that.
A very reliable source from Germany.
Okay, so they know. Like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, I had a problem with acid coming up, when running, and then I didn't get any air when running intensity. So then I tried a couple of things, and then one time I had an apple with me, and then I didn't have any problems then after that. So I decided to put somewhere some piece of apple and take it with me if I have a problem. So then the then at the doctors I made all the checks. What is it that it comes up, and I have this reflux. So I have this problem, and I don't like to take ordinary medicine. So since for so long that I can take apple, I will take apple, and then I can take something else, or I don't know.
Does that mean you will run with a piece of apple tomorrow, or just have one?
Yeah, I have. Usually people ask me, one guy asked me when I was running in Stuttgart 3,000 meters, and he saw me on the start, and he said, you have, because I had an apple already in my mouth, and he said, you have a pain in your tooth. And I said, no, it's just an apple.
And a follow-up question for Bosjan. Is it a Slovenian apple? Is it Granny Smith's? Or
You know, when I'm in Germany, I take always bio apples because they say it's when it's German and it's bio, then it's for sure it's okay. But in Slovenia, I take apples from my backyard.
Okay, a question for Stephanie. In England, we tend to think of cross-country as being hilly and muddy. Do I understand that you don't like that kind of course?
No, not at all. In fact, for me, my favourite course back in Britain is Parliament Hill, which is just so hilly and so muddy. But it is just the pure nature of coming back from this injury. I'm never going to quite have the same range as in my right ankle to my left ankle. Having broken it in 3 places, I've got metalwork in there, which makes the joint still quite stiff, and I've got my mobility back and the strength of my calf, but it's still, I can apply more power on a flatter surface and just compose my posture better on a flatter surface. That's what I'm finding in my training at the moment. But I have just been to altitude training in Kenya, which was in E10, which was really hilly, and so I really loved the hills, and just being surrounded by mountains here, like coming off the plane, was really like quite inspiring. So one day I might even try some mountain running. That's the plan. But yeah.
Okay, sir, what have you been doing since the end of, as you described it, that awesome season? Have you been to altitude at all, or have you just been in Germany?
First, I had a vacation and took 3 weeks off, and after I started practice lightly, and we went to a camp, but we stayed in Germany, so I don't went at such a high altitude like Kenya again. So and after I was focusing on my bases, and I did a lot of bases work and long runs, but yeah, I already said that the cross-country championship should be a step on my way to next year, so yeah, I didn't do a lot of cross-country workouts, like on cross-country tracks, and I just competed in one competition till tomorrow.